Colorado is known for our mountains, lots of sunshine, of course, and bluebird days, but there's actually a lot more history in our state than you might realize. That's why we have Jennifer Arrigo-Charles joining us today on the Coco Couch. Jennifer, it's great to see you.
Hi, you too.
Oh my gosh, okay, I'm excited to talk about this. Every time we have you on, we learn so much about our state. This is so cool. So you are the executive director of Colorado Preservation Incorporated, which is incredible. Tell us more about what all the organization does, first of all.
Sure. Well, we work statewide, as you hear from Colorado. We're a nonprofit organization that's committed to helping preserve and protect the heritage and history that's Colorado. So a lot of the work that we do is educating the public about things like historic preservation. We work with the public writing grants and getting funding for their preservation projects.
Yeah.
And part of the ways that we do education is through our annual Saving Places conference. So, we really work statewide in communities, rural and urban, helping people protect the great places that
we love,
make
right?
up Colorado.
Yeah, totally, exactly. Well, and that's what we love so much about having you on again, too, is that we realize that some of the places that we see every single day in our state, the buildings we walk by, the parks that we're in, are places that have been here for so long, and we don't know the history behind them. So this is why we love having you on. So tell us more about that upcoming 2025 Saving Places Conference. What can we expect this year?
Yeah, so annually our organization puts on this conference with all the support of our partners. This year it's going to be in Cheyenne Mountain Resort in Colorado Springs, which is a first.
Yeah.
And typically it's 3 days of really strong content, everything from how to fund your preservation project, how to find the architects and contractors that know preservation projects,
right,
to just finding out a little bit more about history and heritage in Colorado. And specifically this year, our theme is going to be intangible heritage. So a lot of times you think of historic preservation in the built environment, but really it's all about the stories of place and those traditions and kind of culture and community that makes up the built environment. So we're diving in and exploring some of those stories and why it's just as important to protect that as it is to protect the buildings themselves.
Right. That's amazing. So we can really learn so much this year. Now, what will be announced at the conference this year? It sounds like you have a big announcement too.
Yeah, every year we have a program that's announced. It's Colorado's Most Endangered Places. So throughout the year, we take nominations from the public. Nominations are open now. So if there's a threatened place in your community that you're aware of that you'd like some help and guidance and potentially funding to get saved, we tell the public, nominate it. And then we kind of go through and look at all the places and figure out which ones can we really help. And we announce that at our conference, the new places that we're going to be working with in the given year.
Wow, so huge. I'm so excited to see, who wins this year. That'll be absolutely huge. Now, what are some of the spots that have been chosen over the years? Because again, like you said, this is so important. Every year something's chosen, and it really revamps and revitalizes it. So tell us about some of the places you've helped over the past years.
Quite a few, actually.
Sure.
So we're an organization that's been around for over 40 years, and we're going on the 28th year of this program. But we've listed everything from downtown historic main streets to agricultural buildings, heritage landscapes. There's a great old apple orchard in the Montezuma County that we've worked on restoring. We've got a great old bowling alley that's in Victor, the Victor Bowling Alley, that, a young husband and wife saw this building that was in disrepair and wants to bring it back to the original bowling alley from the 1930s. So really kind of through this program, we like to tell the different stories of Colorado's kind of evolution and all those different types of communities that have affected Colorado. So, even the Colorado Capitol Dome was threatened at one point. So, a wide variety of places that we're working with and conditions as well. Some of our places are threatened by developments. Others, they've been vacant for maybe 20 or 30 years.
Wow.
And the condition is rough. But really, if there's a dedicated community that is invested and wants to see it saved, our organization is a great resource for you to start. We can come in and help you really plan out, how do we save this place? How do we make sure that it's around for future generations?
Yes, bringing it back to life, bringing history back to life, which is so cool. Now, before I let you go, Jennifer, why do you think more people should know about the ongoing projects and the spots that you guys are trying to save?
Because I think it's so relevant. It's relevant to those that are driving around the state, and maybe you love your, small little rural rural community, and maybe you love to stop into that old movie theater and experience the diner. There's something real about history that, it's not frozen in time. Right. It evolves over time. And knowing that there's a resource, a nonprofit organization like Colorado Preservation that's out there to help advocate for these places and, get funding and help the community plan what the future is going to be. I mean, not every old place should be a museum. Yeah, how do we convert it into a coffee shop or, something that's relevant to the community that people want to visit and experience and give it that place that can extend generation to generation.
Absolutely, and that's why we love the work that you guys do so much. We are so looking forward to seeing what the project is this year. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here, and can't wait to see what else you guys do.
Great, thank you.
Of course, and guys, of course, registration for the 2025 Saving Places Conference is now open. It takes place January 29th through February 1st, so get your spot now at coloradopreservation.org.